Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow. There's Google Chrome. Good morning, Michael. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. If you can hear me, just put a 5 in the chat box. Good, 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 good. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Hi, Deborah. Hi, Emmanuel. Share the link, guys. Share the link. Let's get started. Share the link. Tap that button, tap that like button, smash that like button. We are live. Good morning. Good morning. It's good to have you guys. So sorry I have been, very busy. So I got a new mic. Can you hear me very well? Is it loud and clear? It was great. It was a long drive. It was a long drive. So Michael Uyime came in first. Michael Uyime came in first. Edidiong Solomon, Emmanuel Augustine. Those are the first three for this morning. All right. I hope you guys took the trades. Yeah, I enjoyed the holiday. I hope everyone did. All right, good, 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 good. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Share the link, smash that like button. Don't stop smashing that like button, guys. Smash that like button. Let's go. So, anyways, for those that were with me yesterday on TikTok, so I go on live on TikTok on Mondays. So, if you are a TikTok fan, if you love TikTok, then you should try to be on TikTok with me on Mondays. Okay. So, we are waiting for this pull up, anyways. We're waiting for this pull up, and it's yet to come to us. But come on, for those that took the yesterday's NAS, so if you took the NAS, drop a win. Just drop win in the chat. Drop win in the chat if you took the NAS that I dropped for you guys yesterday. If you took, especially those that moved to the VIP, those that moved to the VIP, because I opened up the VIP, but some people are joking with it. Some people are joking with it. Right? Let me just forward it to them. All right. All right. I'm trying to make sure the screen is large enough so that everyone can see. All right. So we are waiting for this to come. This is EJ. We did this yesterday on TikTok. So let's see the NAS. Let's see the NAS. I taught some people yesterday on TikTok something new, and those that are here with me, I'm just going to teach it briefly. Okay. It's not for everyone. So our NAS finally hit TP right there. That was the one. The NAS finally hit TP. Oh, this is great. If you took, like I said, if you took the NAS trade I dropped on the channel yesterday, please put a 55555 or win in the chat box. Let's go. All right. So NAS is done. Now let's look at gold. Yesterday we killed gold. We milked it. We milked gold. We took half. If you look deeply, that one on a 1 minute time frame, we took that beautiful trade. She nearly hit our SL, but we held on and look at that beauty. We knew she was going up to come and continue that sell we had taken earlier. Remember, we've been in this sell since last week. I think I'm going to change this to bright. I think it's better. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's better. Yeah, this is better. Yeah. So we have been selling XAU USD, and she had not gotten to the TP yet because this is where we are waiting for the buy. If you remember, for gold, we're waiting for it to come down here for the buy. So she's been selling, and what happened? It came back here, and look at that. We caught that beautiful 1 minute move to continue to the upside yesterday. So what I'm going to do right now is, right now we are selling gold anyways. Gold continued that sell. I dropped it in the channel, but I forgot to tell you guys how to get in. So, but I'm sure my students are already in because they already know they can't be missing this trade for anything, or they are waiting at this point, okay, to get in for the sell. We are still selling gold because gold has not gotten to our buy zone yet. Okay, this is the continuation of that major sell from here. That's the continuation of that major sell from here. So we are still in this trade for a sell. So I'm going to start from the beginning. Okay, something is not right. Give me a second. Something is all right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to analyze gold all over again from the beginning. This sell is still coming all the way down. So we're going to analyze all the way from the beginning. All right. So I'm just going to clear this. All right. This is the 15 minutes time frame. I'm going to remove all drawings so you will see. Listen, if you just follow me and watch how I analyze, I doubt you're going to be having issues with time, okay? I doubt you're going to be having issues with time. So let's go down to business. So if you look at gold on the weekly, all right? God, that's, ooh, beautiful. This is gold on the weekly, still on our way to the top. If I put it on the daily, all right, so look at it on the daily. It makes more sense now, doesn't it? Okay, so you can clearly see it's been bullish, all right? Gold has been bullish. Now, that's the break of structure right here. I'm going to turn it to the dark version. Okay. That's a break of structure right here. All right, that's the daily. And she pushed up again. Give us another tiny one looking one here. All right. Okay. And since then, she's still been going up. Gave us another one here. All right. So we can clearly see what's happening. All right. It is still very much bullish. Still very much bullish. Okay. Still very much bullish. Now, let's see what's happening on the 4-hour time frame. All right. Okay. Don't forget to smash the like button, and share the link. Let's get everyone on. We're making some money today, definitely. All right. So this is gold on the 4-hour time frame. And gold on the 4-hour time frame, I would want, before I'm going to continue the buy, I want to see gold sweep that liquidity and come into a comfortable zone. And I taught you guys this beautiful strategy that when you see gold, or when you see like a small change of character, Okay, when you see like a small change of character, and beside that character, you are seeing a big gap like this, always target to see if the market would come back to this zone here, all right, for the next buy, because that zone looks good. Yep. So you want to see if it will come down there, and continue. So to me, I believe gold has not even started. Like, it's still coming down to this area. At least when it gets to this area, then I'm satisfied that gold could start turning from here. But for now, we are definitely going to be watching what gold is doing. All right, we're going to be watching what gold is doing. So now, looking at that, we know that, okay, she is going to have to, if we are waiting to buy here, she's going to sell down to this zone. But how do we get in for the counter trend sell to that zone? Okay, so now let's go down to the 2 hour. I don't like how this is looking. Let me see. All right. Yeah. On my chart. All right, that's better. So this is the 2 hour time frame. Now let's see what's happening. On the 2 hour, what are you seeing? You're just seeing that push to the downside. Let me draw it out. So we are seeing this. All right. We are seeing that. We are seeing that. We are seeing that. Okay. We are seeing that. So what's happening now? She has not gone down yet. What was the last high that gave us the last low? Let's bring down this to the 1 hour and see if we can find something. Now, this is the 1 hour time frame. I'm going to be deleting this. This is the 1 hour time frame. All right. That was the last low. So what happened? She came back to this zone. All right. Came back to this zone. Okay. And hasn't given us a new low yet. She hasn't given us a new low yet, but we are still following the story. What did she do from this zone? All right. Keep smashing the like button, guys. Don't forget. And share the link, get everyone on, because we are going to make some money today. Okay, so she started coming down like that. Okay. Still hasn't given us. So it's more like she's consolidating. But because I know that she's selling from here, my next move using my fib, that was how I got this entry. Using my fib from there down to the last, you can see our sniper entry. So I started tracing it from that entry, all right, and I started following suit, and that is how I'm able to snipe that sell from here. Okay, it hasn't given us a new low, but we know that she came back to that zone and has been going down, pull back. So if she's going down one leg, the next leg should be from here to give us the next low into where we want to buy. If you understand what I'm saying, just put a 111 in the chat box. Put a 111 in the chat box if you understand what I'm teaching right now. All right. Put a 111 in the chat box if you understand what I'm teaching right now. That was how we got this short from here. Okay, we got this short from here. All right, that was how we got this short from here. We were waiting for it to come back here, but no, it turned back. So what's the next thing to do? You pull your fib. That's all. Pull your fib and wait for the next leg, which is what she's doing right now. So I won't be surprised if gold continues to drop into the zone where I am waiting for it to get into. Now, this is the latest short position here. That was how I got in. So now I'm waiting for it to pull back up for how we can get in on this. But let's see it on a smaller time frame, then I can find something for us to get into. Okay. This is the 30 minutes. Let's see the 15. All right. So the only place I'll wait for the next sell will be here at this point where we see another block. Does the confluence match? Of course it does. What am I seeing? I'm seeing a break of structure to the downside. I'm seeing liquidity on this side. So this is 15 minutes time frame. So let's say I'm starting from here. So I want to see the market come to that zone. All right. I want to see the market come to that zone. Clear this place as liquidity, come here and sell. So for those of us that, in fact, it's all of us, because this thing triggered, I wasn't even looking at it. So for all of us, we are going to wait for gold to come back to this zone. All right. We're going to wait for gold to come back to this zone. All right. So somebody said, I'm analyzing gold right now. Okay, so you understand. I'm not seeing a lot of ones in the chat. So nobody understands how I got this sell. I just broke it down and I can do it again. But before I do it again, I want to see more participation because a lot of people are not chatting. So if you want me to go through this again, put a 2 in the chat box. Put a 2 in the chat box. All right? Put a 2 in the chat box. If you want me to go over this again, put a 2 in the chat box so that we can know. That's okay. Emmanuel got it. Good. Yeah, I can see only 1, 2. Only one person didn't get it. Okay. So I'm waiting to see. I'm going to go back. Don't worry. But let me just drop this. I'm waiting to. Sell limit, sorry. Let my baby stay here first so I can type very well. Sell limit around this zone, which is 3327.76. All right. Okay. Three, 3342. 3342. SL will be 3342. Okay. TP is still the 3249. All right. So for those that said they didn't understand, I'm going to go over it again. Okay. So we know on the daily time frame, that gold is still very much bullish. I showed you the break of structures, okay, that shows that this market is still going up. All right. So the overall trend is still bullish. I explained that. Then I said that since this was the second break of structure, the last break of structure, I would be waiting to buy here. All right. Once I see a reason to buy at this zone, I'll be going in. But in the meantime, this thing has to pull back to where it will buy. All right. That was what I explained. Then I dropped to a smaller time frame. I dropped to a smaller time frame. And then in the smaller time frame, you could see, okay, there's a possibility that gold could have already started the sell down to this area. So what did we do? We saw that, okay, she had come like this. There was something here. We saw it, or was it on the 2-hour time frame? Hold on. Let's see, 1-hour time frame. Now we saw, okay, 1-hour time frame makes it easier. So we saw that gold was going down, going down, going down. All right. That was the last move to the downside. See it from here. Here. What's going on? Last move to the downside was here, here. That was the downside. Okay. And the market, all we need the market to do to continue this sell is come to this zone and drop. All right. But she came, she did this, she came. So she's visiting the zone twice. Now she started from here. What we wanted to see is the market to come down here. But what did she do? She came here again and started turning back. Now, once we see that turn back, we know, okay, starting from this zone, that the story is starting all over again because she's going back to the entry. This is the entry that served here, all right, which was the other block from this side, and liquidity. So this zone is strong. Now we have seen that the zone moved a bit, and instead of continuing, it came back and moved again. Now, if it's going to continue the sell downward, you could, from this story, from the beginning of this story, because it started the story all over again from this zone. What did I do? I just picked my fib just to know where will the next leg be. And see, it tallies with where I was waiting for it for the next leg of the sell to where we are waiting to buy. Is it clear now? That was how we got that entry. Now the entry, it has started moving already. It has already started moving. Now this is the 1-hour time frame. In all honesty, if we start from this story, now let me show you guys something. Let me even calm down, because sometimes the lower time frame is not nice. So if we start from this story and we say, okay, where is the next leg to continue this sell? And we pull our fib again from this entry here. Let's see where the market is telling us to wait. In all honesty, from the 1-hour time frame, the market is telling us to wait here, okay, for the next sell. But if you come down to the 15 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame might be saying something otherwise. But let's see. Let's see. It looks like we'll wait here instead, because now I just saw something. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful structure too. All right. So 15 minutes is saying, hey, wait, 15 minutes was showing us that there is a beautiful zone here that she could come to. Why? There's a sweep of liquidity below. Liquidity is forming at the 61.50. If we use our fib again, it's forming at the 61.50. And what's about to happen? We want to see the market get here and dump. All right, want to see the market get here and dump. So that was that entry I put up here for you guys. But then looking at it again on the 1 hour, it's preferable to wait for it to come back here. All right, preferable. So you just wait for it. Let me put a sell limit here instead of here, because although here might hold, using the 15 minutes, it might hold, but there's a better zone to actually wait for, which is this zone here. Then more liquidity would have been swept. But here, this 15 minutes OB is so tempting. That's why I put it here. So I wanted to see it come here and dump. Okay. That's what I wanted to see. And that was how I got that entry for you guys. Okay. But not to worry. If she decides to hit your SL and come to this zone, you know you are still prepared for it. But hold on, let me see something here real quick. Yeah, okay. That zone could hold. That zone could decide to come up a bit more. So that was how we were able to get the sell. So let's play safe, guys. Let's play safe. This looks very tempting. I can see my sweep of liquidity here. That's here. I can see change of character, and I can see OB here. I see liquidity here. That's why I'm believing this will hold. But then sense from 1 hour time frame, let's even see how it looks on the 30 minutes. See me trying to look for how you guys enter the street. Yeah. That other block is still looking good. Oh. That other block is still looking nice. So I can't shout. It's still looking nice even on the 1 hour. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Let me do this. So this was the sell limit I put out for you guys. Where is the sell? The sell limit I was putting out for you guys here. Okay. Then above here will be the SL to continue here. I want to see this actually play out, because this shoulder has happened, that shoulder. Yeah, this shoulder that will happen. Yeah. So that's it. Let's leave it as that. Sell limit. Just know that it might decide to want to weak in a bit more. All right. It might decide it wants to, because this zone looks so good. I cannot leave this zone. No, it's nice. I mean, look at that other block. Look at that liquidity. Look at that sweep of liquidity to the downside. This setup is actually looking like it might play out on the 1 hour. And that's why I don't want to let it go. So let's see if it happens. We want to see it come into this zone and then finally come down. It's really stalling, and finally come down to where we'll be waiting for it to buy. Okay. Hi Adelo, how are you? So let's leave it at that. 333327. Yeah, let's leave this one. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And then our SL is 33. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it like that. Okay, we're going to leave it like this. So this is what I'm going to do, because there's every possibility it might not go back to that zone. But if it does, we are still waiting. I'll get back in for the sell. That is Forex. You can never be too sure about anything. All right. So this is what I want to see with gold. All right. Now let's go down to let's see whether that our NAS actually hit TP here. So I'm waiting for this NAS to actually tank from here, but it might not. Let's just see. So for NAS, let me show you guys how we got in on this. Has our US oil moved in your opinion? I'm coming to look at US oil. So this is NAS, and in fact, if you've been following me on Instagram, I explain how, even TikTok, if you're following me here as well, I explain how I've been following NAS back to back. Anyhow she's going, we are moving with that. So NAS came down here. We know that NAS is still very, very bullish. We know NAS is still very, very bullish. And it came back here, and there is a roadblock right here. So we were expecting that it will sell from here, but we have not seen any reason for that sell yet. So let's keep going. Let me show you on the daily time frame. All right. So there was a beautiful zone here. You can see that zone. So we're expecting that it could continue the sell from here and break this zone, but we've not seen any reason to sell. Yeah, so it's clearer now on the 4-hour time frame. So there's a zone here, right, that I was waiting for to see, but I need to see it break structure before I know to go in for the sell. So for now, we are still very bullish on NAS, and let's see if we can even find the next zone. They're still very bullish on NAS. So that was the fluke. We saw change of character and break of structure, but it still violated it, which happens a lot in Forex. You just have to go with the flow. Nobody owns the market, all right? So we saw there was a reason for us to sell from here, and I thought that it was going to go down, but no, it continued to buy. Now, from that buy zone, what would be the next buy zone? Where are my students here? Was there a break of structure? Not really, not really. There was no break of structure. Let's see. Yeah. So I want to see NAS come back here to continue my move to the top. And if you look, Seth, you see a beautiful other block here. So I want to see NAS come down to that zone. All right. I want to see NAS come down to that zone here. and give us a new high if she doesn't turn from here. So you have to be really careful. Wait for extra confirmation. Let's see how it looks on the 30. Okay, so NAS is still playing around here. I've not seen any reason to go in for the sell to bring it down here. I'm actually just going to be waiting for the market to come here. So this is another entry, possible entry for NAS. Okay, so hope to see some form of liquidity. Let's see it on the 15. Okay. Yeah, so I want to see the market actually come back to this area before my next buy. If she doesn't break this low to the downside, okay, if she doesn't break this zone, then we are still very much bullish with NAS. Okay, so the next move will be from here. It pays to actually leave your charts, all right, to leave your trade ideas. It makes it easier for you to continue the analysis. But because I have to explain to people, you see me deleting and going back, but I hope everybody understood how this NAS, we're expecting it to drop down here to this zone, okay, clear liquidity all the way down here and give us a new high, all right, or we take it here again. We take our, so this is like a 1:1 to 3.24, the 3.24 RR. So let's see. So I want to see buy limit 19246. All right, 19246.63. SL 19156.84. Don't forget to smash the like button. Don't get carried away by my beauty, please. Smash the like button, share the link, let people come in, okay? Please support my ministry. 84. And was it 19156.84? And the TP is 19534.81. All right. Where you said we have a H and okay, heads and shoulder pattern above where you were expecting us to drop down, above where I'm expecting it to drop, above where I'm expecting it to drop. On which time frame, Emmanuel? On which time frame? SL 156.84 and my TP 19537. On which time frame? Let me know, because all I'm seeing is that she's still here. This zone is looking very tough. It's looking like a tough nut to crack. It's looking like a tough nut. I don't see a heads and shoulders yet, so I need to know what time frame you are actually seeing that, so that I can. God's power. I'm a married woman with 2 kids. All right, so we need to see it gets down here to this point, and then we take a buy from here. But I need Emmanuel to tell me what he's seeing so we can look at it together. So this is NAS. Let's see US oil. Ricky always, ooh, oh. Yeah, we did US oil. US oil. Let's go. So US oil is gradually approaching to my zone, and I'm excited. I've been waiting for this trade for a long time. So let's see. Mm. So, we have to be really, really careful. We need to be really, although this is my setup, I'm seeing my setup. I'm seeing sweep of liquidity here. I'm seeing sweep of liquidity here. All right. I'm seeing sweep of liquidity. I'm seeing break of structure. All right. I'm seeing break of structure. So the next thing I want to see is the market to come down to this zone. And that is why we are waiting. But the truth is, in all honesty, wait for extra confirmation. You don't have to get in. So how do we mean by extra confirmation? You're going to wait to see the market touch here, give you a reason to get in there for the buy. Okay, Emmanuel, you shared it. Oh, is that you, Ricky? You shared it. Okay, I'll look at that. Okay, I think I can see it now. Give me a second, Ricky. I see what you're saying. What time frame? So I can explain. 4 hour. NAS. I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. I'm coming to that. We'll go back to that. So I want to see a change of character, a mini change of character before I can get in for that buy. All right. So, but so far so good. She's looking good. She's looking really good. So yeah, this is the trade idea. All right. Trust me, a lot of people are lazy. They are too lazy to come to class. So don't expect me to drop everything on the Telegram channel. If you're not here, so this is what we see. I want to see it come in a little bit more. If not, I want to see a change of character on a smaller time frame. Yeah, I want to see change of character on a smaller time frame. This thing looks solid. I mean, I need to see it drop in there some more. So yeah. So this is what we're waiting for. So US oil. One of my students just asked about US oil. That's what we see for US oil. Now I pay attention to only three USD pairs, and they are USD JPY, my baby. USD JPY. Okay. So I'm seeing so USD JPY. Yeah, okay. So I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I was telling my people, don't take the buy. Wait, it's not actually moving, just like we expected for that buy. And I have one naughty mentee that does not miss any opportunity. But I was telling them to calm down. I want us to see it move in here. Oh, so this whole thing. I have something here. Let's see. All right, thank God. Yeah. So I want to see the market come in here and drop down further for the next buy at this zone. All right. But this zone could actually hold. She's actually doing well. She took her time though. She took her time. This is the 4 hour time frame. It could actually hold. That buy could actually hold. Yeah, but I was interested in the sell. Now let me show you from the beginning why I'm really interested in that sell. All right, so let's go down to the daily time frame. Let's see. All right. So looking at the daily time frame, it's clear to see that the market has not broken this zone in what? In ages. I'm talking about since July 2023. So we are just seeing that, okay, she gave us like a sign that she was giving us a bullish move, came down here and has not been able to break this high. But it's fine. We'll follow the story all over again. Now she's down here again. Okay. So yes, I understand if you are ready for the buy, but is the market actually ready for the buy? Let's see. Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. Let me know if I'm missing something. So on the 4-hour time frame, yeah, which is why we're planning to take the pull to the downside. Now, 4-hour time frame is saying yes, so we have witnessed sweep of liquidity to the downside. We have witnessed change of character. But have we really witnessed a break of structure? Have we? Now, if we've witnessed a break of structure, let's see. Yeah, okay, so we've witnessed, this is the 4-hour time frame here. So we've witnessed a break of structure. Okay, so we've witnessed a break of structure. Question is, where do you expect the market to come for the next buy? Now, if I pull my feed from here, in fact, see my setup. See my setup. I'm going using my QML, this thing. This is my setup is just right here with all the liquidity plane doing whatever they like. This is where my setup is. I'll be waiting here to take my money. But in all honesty, I'm not gonna lie. It's so tantalizing. Chai, it's tantalizing. I can't shout. Why? Because there's a beautiful OB here. Okay, there's a beautiful OB here. All right, there's liquidity here. Come on. I mean, it's too sweet. That's why I was like, should we take this buy or should we not? But it looks like it's working. If I could find a reason to continue the buy on a lower time frame, I would go in for it. Let's see. Now, on the lower time frame, I have witnessed, yeah, so this was the entry for that buy. If I were watching, I would have been in this buy. So let's see. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen, 4-hour is still telling us to chill. 4-hour is still telling us to chill, that this market could come down here. That is why I'm looking to see if we could jump in for a quick sell down to this zone. All right, because after the break of structure, you expect, but this place is holding. Oh. Okay, so hold on. Let's follow what we are seeing. Let's see the 1-hour time frame. Okay, whether we can catch a quick buy to this zone. Let's see the 15 minutes. Okay, so let's see if we can find. Now we are seeing break of structures everywhere. Okay. All right, so I'm seeing break of structures everywhere. This structure is rugged. This structure is rugged. Why? Because we are trying to force a trade. That is why. And let's see if we can see something, Sha. Okay. Now I'm seeing the last low mitigated, moved up. Okay. I'm not feeling this much. This looks like the next zone. Oof. She's jumping. She's jumping. She's not just, she's jumping. Oh my God. So I'm trying to see. All right, I see the break of structure, but I'm not really satisfied. I'd rather still wait, in all honesty, for the market to come here. I'm trying to see if we can catch something, but I don't want to force the trade. I'm not really seeing much except the 5 minutes. And that 5 minutes is too tight. You see, it's too tight. It's telling us we should wait here. It's too tight, in all honesty. All right, it's too tight, in all honesty. I want to see it pull back. Too tight. Too tight. Honestly, it's too tight. So let's just leave USD Let's leave USD Let's wait for what we wanted to wait for. You know, this is bad behavior. We are forcing trades. This is bad behavior. Okay. Because if we were supposed to wait, this is the low that gave us that high. It should be waiting at this zone, in all honesty. Okay. But yeah, let's not force the trade. Let's watch what USD is doing for now. All right, let's not force the trade. Matt, don't you think selling it from that zone is risky? We're already bullish on a higher time frame. Yes, that is why even if we get here, we are still going to wait for extra confirmation. We are not just going to get in, okay? Because in all honesty, this zone is where the high time frame is telling us to wait for the next buy. That zone is where the high time frame is telling you to wait for the next buy. This zone here. That's where the high time frame is telling you. Because look at your breakup structure. Your breakup structure happened here. That is, this whole place should be cleared off to come into this zone. All right. So that is why we are not going to take chances. But if she doesn't, if we do not see a reason to get in for the sell, why not? We just leave it and watch it go. All right. Watch it go. But I'm telling you, this breakup structure is, I mean, this OB here is sweet die. Why? Because of the liquidity here that is swept. We see new breakup structure, but this is a lower time frame. This is the 2-hour time frame. I swear, this is beautiful. But we can't force the trade. Let's let it go. Let's just let it go. Yeah. Market no they finish. Let's let it go because I'm not seeing. It's not really clear even on this 15 minutes. Okay, if you're going to wait on the 15 minutes. You're going to truly wait for it to, calm down properly. Because what I'm seeing here is it's not something I would take on a normal day. You want to see it calm down, and then there's a possibility for it to sweep liquidity here. Let's just leave it. Let's wait. Let's see how it behave when it comes here. All right. Let's see how it behave when it comes here because that zone is the best zone actually to wait on the higher time frame. So let's see how it will react when it gets here. If we see a reason to get in, we are jumping in. Yes, let's be safe. Okay, let's see the EU. EU, we've been in. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our EU hit TP. Our EU, I'm sure a lot of people were like, why are we buying? They were like, but this EU stressed us, Sha. See what it was doing for the whole of last week. I mean, EU stressed us. We've been in this trade. In fact, I left the trade. EU stressed my life. EU stressed my life. I left this trade. I can't lie. I left this trade. But see, we made it. Yo, we made it. You see, EU hit TP. Now, let's do EU all over again. I'm going to start from the weekly. Let's do EU all over again. And let me show you how we got in on that trade. Beautiful trade. Beautiful. Okay. Pardon me. Let me show you everything from the monthly because right now. So this is EU on the monthly. All right. All right. Question is, getting to this zone, is it showing you any reason to buy? Now, this is where we come down to the weekly. And this is why we're not surprised. You was playing with your emotions too much. This is why Yeah, don't let it play with you too much. I mean, if you can't stand it, get out of the trade. I mean, it's not what you stressing over, to be honest. Just get out once it starts lingering. So from this point, yes, we could see that, yes, baby, this baby is ready to buy. All right. She has given a change of character, break of structure, and several break of structures. All right. However, there's something here that keeps disturbing her from moving. But let's continue. She got here again. She gave us a change of character. She gave us a break of structure, and she kept going up. But you see this zone. This zone is looking like a big barrier. Let's say I look on the daily, which is why a lot of people were selling. I understood why a lot of people were selling EU, but because we know where we are coming from, which is why whenever I'm analyzing and somebody say, madam, you don't need, I'll just tell them, get thee behind me, Satan. Let me do my thing. So looking at it here, I'm coming, let me just make this bright enough. All right, so she's gotten to this zone, and I understood why people wanted to sell. But what they did not see was the fact that there was something here. All right. It had gotten to this zone before it came here. It has swept it, came here. You have to check what is really happening here before going in. Okay. Before saying you wanted to sell. GU, I'm sure a lot of people made that mistake with GU. They went in for the sell. But, well, that's what the market is. You cannot every time, you can never be right every time. All right. So this is what I saw. Okay. The market gave us that break of structure right here. Because until it turns completely, we are still buying. All right, we are still buying, even if it has hit the sell zone. Until it turns completely, we are still buying. So on the 4 hour, our 4 hour is just showing us that, hey, that's a break of structure right there. And she came down to this zone. Now, how did we get in here? Let's see the 2 hour time frame. Hi, Habib. So let's see the 2 hour time frame. Now, without even knowing what to do, and I always tell people, I mean, if you can't even understand the structure that is going on, just pull your fib, just pull it. And you see, you will never miss. You will never miss. You will never miss. What if you don't even see, if you're seeing everything jagra in your eye like this, if it's just doing you anyhow, just take your this thing. Yes, it's a beautiful. Thank you. You are a true soldier of this platform, of my brand. Once you see HNS, you already know. Okay, please don't stop smashing the like button and share the link. Share the link. Let's go places. So you can clearly see, even if you don't know what to do, wait for it. I mean, just drag fib. Wait for it at the beninging zone. That's all. Drag fib and wait for it. Look at, did it deliver? Yes or no? See your beninging zone here. See it here. See it here. Okay. Now calm down. Let's see how we got in on the trade. This is still 2 hour. Let's see how it looks on the 1 hour. All right. So what did we see on the 1 hour? Okay, what did we see on the 1 hour? We saw that, okay, there was, if you come down to a smaller time frame from this entry itself, you can see break of structure, I mean, change of character. Let me delete this. It doesn't block anybody. You can see change of character. You can even see break of structure here. So the next thing to do was to wait here. All right. If you didn't even know what to do, if you did not know what to do, pull your fib again. Do you see delivering? That was why we got in on this buy. And then she started playing with our emotions, but hey, she has finally hit TP. All right, so it's about perseverance and endurance with this thing. All right, with trading, it's about perseverance. Now the question is, let's watch and see. Now she has gone, because this is the next move, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see her come up here before the next sell or break this zone. So as long as she has not broken this zone, we still want to what? We still want to buy. But trust me, I don't like how spiky this is. If you ask me, I don't like how spiky this is. I don't like how spiky this is. and she's not been able to give us a new high. So since she got here, give us that high. All right, that was the last high here. Okay, give us that high from the story. You want to see it come down back to this zone. Okay, let's say I look on the 15. This madness. I don't like the way it's looking though. I don't like the way it's looking. In all honesty, it looks real funny. But if we're going to stick with what we see concerning the zone, then this will be the next place to wait for the next buy until she finally gets into this zone properly. Then we'll know, is she ready to sell from there or not. But so far so good. She's selling to the next point, to the next place to buy. Like if we just pull our fib from here, that gave us the next. So you see why I'll be waiting right here for, and then, okay, let's look for structure now. Let's look for structure. Now in the structure, we are seeing that this whole place is like a sweep of liquidity here. All right. See that sweep of liquidity here. All right. Now we saw our break of structure. We saw our break of structure here. There's a break of structure here. So in all honesty, the only place I would wait for is for it to come back to this zone for the next buy. Okay, so come back to this zone for the next buy. I'm telling you, if you've not been trading for a long time, this whole thing will be gibberish. You can't. So I trade in the zone. Sometimes I don't see structure, but once I see the zone, I'm in. Sorry, this is the wrong thing. Once I see structure, I'm in. I mean, once I see the zone and without structure, I'm in. If you ask me, I'm still going to be a little bit below here to clear. I want to see it. Clear it all, right? Clear. Let's leave it at a 1:3. Let's not be greedy, yo. Okay, so I want to see the market come down here now. All right, to take off there. What time frame are you talking about? Euro USD? This is the 15 minutes time frame. All right, it's the 15 minutes time frame. I've been getting messages that they want mentorship. I'm actually I've been taking a break, but I'm working on something for everybody. So you can have your time to yourself. You can have your time to yourself and, take your time and train yourself, watch the videos, take down notes, because truly, I've been teaching for a very long time now. I think almost 5 years right now, because since I started learning, I started teaching, because the more I teach, the more I understand. So the more it gets stuck in my head. So teaching is part of me. So I've been teaching for close to 5 years. So I'm planning something beautiful, and lucky are those that will grab it, because it won't be there for so long. So just keep an eye on the Telegram channel, smash that like button. Okay. So I share the link. Okay, so we want to see it come down there and take off. So I'm going to be waiting for a buy limit. It's already 1 hour. Chai. So where is that beautiful lady that came on board and greeted me first? Just tell me your. Okay, it's not a lady. Mikael Onyime Chukunonso Edidiong Solomon and Emmanuel Augustine, Ricky Rich. I mean, in fact, you shouldn't be talking. You know how to grab things very fast. So I'm sure you're already in profit from whatever trade I've dropped about 2 weeks ago, because you always keep tabs on my trade. So I know you're satisfied. All right. Buy limit, I want to see 1 point. 134 13407. Okay. 1.13407. All right. SL. All right. SL is, yeah, I want to see it, you know. So we're just going to watch it from here. I'm sure it won't even if it wants to sweep, it will just sweep that and move up. So, but I would prefer to trade in the zone with this kind of craziness, because she might be looking for setup. I mean, structure you won't see. You just know that you trade in the zone with what you're seeing with your confluence. So I'm waiting at for SL at 1.13059. So our TP, we want to see it sweep all that liquidity, if possible, even this beautiful one here. Okay, so I'm just going to set TP between 1.14243, 1.14243, 1.14243, and 1.14389. All right. So this is what I see for Euro USD. Okay. I might have to go right now. So if you're not following me on my Telegram channel, please do follow me on all social media platforms. Madam Financially Fit on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube as well. I'm on TikTok. I go live on TikTok more than I go live here. Actually, I go live here because you can see me and you can hear me and you can actually, ask questions. So if you have questions, please ask. Let's watch. Our US oil is coming real close. Any questions, guys? No questions? Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Follow me on all social media platforms. Join our Telegram channel. The link is in the description. And see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.